I got 6,000 subscribers now. Yeah. So I'm gonna do 4 ways for each of the sample kits and the note kits. So that's 8 ways all together on how to make the ARPS line sounds your own. How to make them super different, okay? I got a new phone, guys. I would suggest, this is the 13 Pro Max. I can unlock it with my Apple Watch. I got the green. I want to do 4 ways for each to make it simple, but I like doing some bonus. I love this great creator assistant. So I wrote everything down as far as my order. So here is ARPS, okay? So let me read what it's about, okay? Introducing ARPS. Voyage to the outer limits of arpeggiation to discover a multiverse of captivating melodic permutations. Explore countless ways to create futuristic ear candy and moving sequences for your next track. Okay, and that's what it gives me. Very futuristic, okay, motion, the future, colorful, vibrant. Even the dark sounds are vibrant. Yes, I went through them before. You know, I did this video. I want to be responsible and just know what I'm talking about beforehand. And a lot of it reminds me of artists like Pharrell, Missy Elliott, Kid Cudi, and things like that. So this is a futuristic line that they added. And also, if we go to lines here, and remember I told you guys we should sort it by A through Z. But Brainwaves is a good line. That's very futuristic as well. But these two, I know I'm going to use them together at some point. All right, so let's go to our line page. And I know that my session is going to be in E flat major because I set my key signature in Logic Pro X to E flat major. So down here, you can change your session key to your project's key. So if you have a chord progression in E flat major, you can sample your audio to play in that key. So let's go here to the bottom right. And I'm gonna go to E flat major, right? And then it locks, okay? You can unlock it, but of course I wanna lock mine. So the first thing we're gonna do is just go through the sampler kits and the note kits. So I'm gonna preview some sounds that are in the note kits. This is brass cycles, 8th notes of buoyant sync brass with a subtle squeak. This is brass cycles. Dreamy flowing hooks of starry celestia. So let's do we get 15 sample kits, okay? A violin. They also got a harp. You know, output if you're watching, give us some more harps. I love harps. That's some of those. So let's check out a few of the note kits. We got bass climber. And I think it's dope that they got the bass climber. I made a video about substance bass that you should go and check out because substance bass has an arpeggiator. And I made a video on, you know, teaching you how to make melodies using, you know, substance bass. So you should check it out. I like that one, chip bounds. That's very video game. So I think I'm gonna have more than 4 for the note kits because there's so much that you can do. All right, so first off, I want to show you the sound, right? So you can hear how it's arping. So the first way to make ARPS your own is to turn off the arpeggiator, right? You can just use these sounds as a preset. All right, and it's clean. All right, and see how gorgeous it sounds with chords. So I'm going to go to my chord mode. Turn off the arpeggiator so you can have a clean preset and you'll have more sounds in your library, you know, because this is a dope piano sound. Here's 2. My second suggestion is to use chord mode to create melodies with the arpeggiator. All right, so I'm gonna turn the arpeggiator back on. You can use chord mode. You can use a blues scale and it'll give you the chords in the blues scale. You can use a Phrygian scale, Dorian scale, all those different things, and these will make different chord progressions and your chords different. I will also suggest that you play around with 7 chords, 9 chords, 11 chords, because these always sound best arpeggiated. Okay, once you trigger a chord, the arpeggiator will start playing the notes in that chord. It will arpeggiate the notes in that chord. So I'm playing G minor 7 right now. Okay, so also transposing your arc patterns is a great technique to get a different vibe and feel and emotion. So right now I'm playing, all right? But if I go and turn the transposer on to -12, sounds more dreamier, lower. If I do -24, very, very tribal. If I turn it up all the way, it won't catch all the notes, but I do have a video on my 10 tips and tricks in Arcade. You can watch that and you can see how to modify your Notekit keyboards to play all the way up to the C7th octave, all right? But let me turn down to +12. You see it sounds very animated, fun, commercially in a way too. So we got number 3. So we're gonna go to our tweak settings. We're gonna go to arpeggiator. We're gonna be choosing an arpeggiator pattern to create a dope rhythm, you know, a melody with the arpeggiator in the Notekits area of ARPS, all right? So as you can see, this is zigzag down up. But you can change it to, you know, so many different ones, but you can choose different ones. Down up is, it goes down, it ascends, and then it ascends. Up, down, it ascends and then descends. Down is, you know, it starts up, then goes down, starts up, then goes down. And this, you know, ascends up. It just starts low but goes up. As played is probably the coolest one because as played is literally that. It plays the notes in your chord in order. So I have 7 chords. So 7 chord is the first note of the scale, the 3rd note of the scale, the 5th note of the scale, and the 7th note. So it plays 4 notes, okay? So if you look down here at the keyboard, you can see the notes being triggered and arpeggiated. See, it's going 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7. So I'm going to be using the down up, or I'm going to use the down, no telling. So your choice in the arpeggiation pattern that you choose is very important. They're not all crazy different from each other, but they are unique on their own and as their own thing. So you want to, you know, make sure you choose one with the vibe that you want to go for. So we're at number 4, and that is just to change this rating option here, all right? This is so important because you can change the note rate for your pattern sequence, okay? And this honestly makes all the difference, and you can make your, you know, patterns so much more creative and give it a different rhythm and things like that. Give it that motion. So defaultly, this abandoned vessel patch comes with the 1/8 triplet note rate, you know, in our pattern. Super dope. And that can be R&B, right? So the triplet, I like to think of triplets as more as, you know, trap and hip hop, because people even rap over that rhythm like the Migos. All right, so let's see if we do a 1/16 triplet pattern. But I like the dotted notes, okay? So if we go to the 1/8 dotted, you'll see what I mean. It's super smooth. Let's try 1/16 note rate. I like that, especially that could be that kind of remind me of the Boys Minds a little bit. All right, but the dope thing too, you can add a sequence, so this can be like 1/8, 1/16 dotted. Still change like your arpeggiation, you know, type. Let's do a zigzag. That's dope. Let's do it random. Let's see. So now we are on number 5, okay? So number 5 is going to be modifying the sounds within the layer edit page, okay? So you can change the layers within your sound. You see how you got these 3 sounds? You can change it to a vocal sound. So let's try this one. a little skeptical to change here because these are routed to a macro too, and these guys are geniuses over at Output that does these things, so I don't want to mess anything up. But so right now I got this looping perfectly. So say if I wanted to just make this even more unique, I can go to advanced and I can change the glide. Alright, that's super cool. Alright, so then that is it. And my bonus one is just, of course, just editing the macros. Alright, one more thing. So as you can see with this, if you mess with the pendulum and the looping, it'll give it something different too. It's nasty. That is all for the note kits today. Be a scientist. So let's go to the sampler kits and let's do our 4. We're gonna try to do 4, but yeah, let's do our 4 to make your ARPS line sampler kit sounds different. Did that make sense? So we're gonna try the elixir of life today. I love elixirs, you know, turn a poison into an elixir, you know? Let's go into our tweak page, okay? So our first way to make the sample kits in the ARPS line our own is to edit them in the sample editing. You're like, of course I already do that, but do you really do that? All right, so check out my video on 10 tips and tricks in Arcade to see how you can, you know, get busy with this thing. So of course you want to change the tune in to make it different, which is really dope. You can even go up to even 24 plus more. And this is dope because even though you can turn up the pitch, you know, the octave in your session key window, you can only go up one time. All right, so here you can go up how many times? Like twice. Very Kid Cudi. I'm getting Kanye West. You can change the speed to half speed. To change the speed, half speed, and make it sound different. Now say if you were to turn on the reverse for this. Now say if you turn on the pendulum and the reverse. So our second way to make the sampler kits and ARPS our own is to go to the modifier edit, okay? And you can change the modifiers, okay? So say like right here, I love the playheads. You do this because you know what you want. You want a speed effect. You can even reverse that. That sounds like it's going backwards. All right, so you got the repeater, right? And you're like, I don't want a repeater. Wait, I like that. I like that a lot. So we ain't changing that one. That's hard too. So I could change that to a playhead. So I'm gonna go here. I make sure I got the black key effect that I want to change, highlight it, and I'm gonna go to resequence, and I'm gonna go to playhead. And because I already know I got one that's half speed and I got one that's double speed, I can make it just, you know, speed at 1, and I keep the reverse on and the loop on. All right, so now. This is gorgeous, guys. All right, so you can change your black key effects like that. So number 3 is going to be, we're going to go to our playback window, and you can change the speed of the overall kit, which is pretty dope. So I can go. Or you can double speed it. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. It's giving very much Kanye West. Here's another tip. It's a bonus. You see I can't play more than 2 notes at a time. It'll press down on it, but it won't, you know, play it. So the way we do this is you change the voice limit. I put it to 8. And then alright, I gotta do just 2 bars because that whole thing is start clashing. Yeah, quantize it. Alright, let me loop that. And I still got my transposer on from when we was doing the Notekits, but that's pretty dope because if I turn it back regular, so the transposer kind of changed the timing too a little bit. All right, and what I want to do right here with these, since when you play more than 1 note at a time, C4, so I'm gonna pan them just like 7, 7 to 7.5. Panning to give it that stereo sound. And my last one, of course, is to, of course, modify the macros. So let's try it. Oh, it's texture, okay? So let's try with the trim phaser. So let's go to the filter swing. This just made me excited. The nerve just came out. I don't got no rhythm, y'all. All right, so that is it. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something. Like, comment, subscribe.